part of this fight card with bout number 12. This is an amateur middleweight bout, sponsored by the Combat Social Club. Introducing your fighters first of all in the blue corner, standing at 6 foot 1 inches tall, with a record of no wins, no loss and 1 draw. From England, representing the lab, he weighed in at 83.5 kilograms. Please put your hands together for James Hutchinson. Facing him across the cage is his opponent in the red corner. He stands at 6 foot 4 inches tall. He's an MMA record of 2 wins, no losses and 1 draw. From England, representing TMT MMA, he weighed in at 82.4 kilograms. Please put your hands together for the Raven, Joseph Ward. We're scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds. The referee Mal Trotter, the action is about to begin.
Mal Trotter, the man in the middle here for this one. Both men intensely staring each other down. Cage door is locked. Both fighters are ready, and we are underway here, getting these prelims underway. James Hutchinson in the blue gloves, Joe Ward in the red, and it's a quick start from Hutchinson here. Straight up against the fence now. Joe Ward trying to get himself off the fence, but Hutchinson's showing some good strength here.
Joe Ward holding a very high guard. His hands are high, but he's exposing a lot of his body there as well. We'll maybe see James Hutchinson try and utilise some body shots if he's going to play that kind of guard. But as I say, at the minute he's doing a good job. James Hutchinson doing a good job of holding Joe Ward up against the fence. Looking for a takedown for the fence here. Nice. Joe doing a good job of keeping his hips square to the fence. I'd like to see him try and turn his knee. Yes, that's it. Turn his knees in the same direction.
Nice little short body shots there. Looking to try and tie the neck up here, but Hutchinson doing a good job to get out. Now let's see what Ward can do from this position. What would you like to see from Ward here to try and advance his position?
I'd like to see Ward maybe try and get his head underneath, maybe try and switch to a single if he's struggling with the body lock. As I see, get his head in, maybe try and soften him up a little bit. He keeps getting his head in a good position. Throw a couple of knees up the middle, maybe straight with the left hand a little bit. He'll keep the underhook side. As I see, he's got a good option now. He can turn his legs to the outside. I would probably go right legs closer to the right side and try and lift my elbows high, trying exactly as he just did. Now single leg. Got to watch his neck getting wrapped here though.
He doesn't get caught here, doesn't he?
Looking for a knee tap.
Nice knee up the middle there from the Raven. Hutchinson now.
Can't turn him, yes. I knew that was going to come there. As I say, as soon as he's...
Quick goal from Hutchinson trying to throw up a triangle there.
Nice. As I said, as soon as I seen the hips turn with the knee came behind the legs, I had a feeling Joe was going to turn his body off there with an outside takedown. That was nice.
What would you like to see from Hutchinson here then to try and get out of this position?
Maybe create some space. As I say, if Joe's heavy with his chest, it usually means that his legs are going to be light. Yeah, so you maybe switch a hip, get a butterfly hook, maybe go shoulder crunch, maybe try and get a pinch headlock. Any of them options are going to be good against a man who's chest to chest and using good chest pressure.
You can see there Hutchinson with the close guard. Does that make it more difficult then for him to be trying to get up?
It all depends on what he's looking for, really. What his attacks is. He's looking for a Kimura here. As I say, you can't finish this from this bottom half if he gets a grip, but
10 seconds to go here in this
good round for Joe Ward. Good strong finish to that round for Joe Ward. That was a good round.
As we say, two very, very experienced corners here for both men. Just interesting, as we're watching this now, we see that Ward's opted for the seat, Hutchinson stayed standing. Did you have a preference when you were in there? Because a lot of it is just preference, isn't it?
Yeah, as I say, it's one of them. If I'm exhausted, I would definitely rather have a seat. But as I say, you know, sometimes staying on your feet's good. You know, sometimes when you sit, especially if you've had like a really high energy expenditure, like say you've maybe had a choke and you've squeezed really hard and not got it, sometimes like just that little bit of rest, sometimes you seize up a little bit, where sometimes when you're on your feet, you're keeping the lactic acid moving, you know, you can keep that from building up a bit. As I see, it's personal preference, I guess.
Seconds out here for this second of 3 rounds, should we need them. Looks like we're going to get a touch of gloves here to get things underway. Referee Mal Trotter just doing the final checks there to the fighters before we get this second round. Here we go. Nice sharp shots there from Ward to get things underway. Hutchinson goes straight on the attack again.
He's grabbing that front headlock up again.
Ward's done a good job of using that headlock just to then change your position.
Yep. He's got his hips in now. He can't take him over here if he gets in close with his hips and turn the corner.
Nice elbow, nice knee up the middle, from Hutchinson.
Opportunity to get the back there. He could have turned the back, nice. When that elbow came inside there, he could have dragged him. That was a good opportunity for him. Nice body shot with a knee there. Oh, it looks like he got hit with a heavy shot there. Looked like he rang his bell a little bit. Good work from James Hutchinson there.
Nice.
Oh, the body shots are coming in. I was calling for them earlier, Jake. I said it to you, with a high guard, you really risk getting hit heavy to that body. Nice combination from Joe Ward.
Hutchinson coming back with one of his own. Hutchinson looking for an uppercut, but just missing with it there as Ward looks to get this back up against the fence. Looking for that trip there again, but Hutchinson doing a good job to stay on his feet.
Nice, he's got an opportunity every time. If he hits that corner again, he goes high with it. Sometimes you can bump him over the top and go to the back like a kind of duck under, like throw-by-esque type technique.
Now look, but again, good
Separate
work.
the hands there. If I'm James Hutchinson, I'm looking to try and keep my head up high. He's going to get taken down if he's lazy here. Now he's got his back taken.
Needs to watch he doesn't get his neck taken here from this position. Difficult for Ward to try and find the finish from here.
He's keeping that leg weave. I would have kept all that leg weave. He's going to go to the mount now. Nice. He needs to watch the Kimura on that side. Even if he doesn't attack the arm, he can get rolled from that, but he negates it well. Gets back to a good position. Looking for a Dagestani handcuff. Yeah, you can pin him here. I would choose that left arm to pin him and not start hitting him with the right.
Start chipping away. There we go.
That was good.
Again, another dominant round here from the TFT man. What more do you want to see from Hutchinson to try and get back into this one?
I would like to see more of the strikes. He obviously landed a big shot early on in this round. It seemed to get a really big reaction from Joe Ward. Obviously, Joe Ward kept going, but it did seem to work really well. He seemed to look a little bit flashed at the moment. As I say, just more of keeping it on the feet. Obviously, he's in an awkward position now. He's tired and he's getting hit. Obviously, he's getting exhausted on the ground and pound. But as I say, try and keep safe here, get through this 15 seconds, maybe have a little breather, and then try and come out and try and keep it on the feet. Try and stop that kind of position where they go under over and they're keeping hold of each other, because that's what's then leading Joe Ward to get the body lock and taking him down every time.
I know we've seen it earlier tonight with Sean McGrath.
Oh, Joe Ward on top now. James Hutchinson finished the round on top. Good reversal at the end there, Jake.
Yeah, I was just going to say that, sorry. How difficult is it to change the momentum in a fight? I know we've seen it earlier on with Sean McGrath against Josie Duncan, but how difficult is it to really change the tide of a fight and really pull yourself back in it? Like, which, for my money, I think James Hutchinson now needs to do in this third round.
Yeah, I would say obviously coming out and trying to push for a finish. Obviously, it all depends on how the other rounds are scored, though. You know, obviously, I would argue that we're seeing Joe Ward's won them both just for control. Obviously, takedowns. If I'm James Hutchinson, I'm coming out and I'm feinting, I'm moving. I'm not trying to engage in that under-over position. As I say, they're both happy to accept this kind of over-under position, which is letting them lock up. There's not really much happening from there. A couple of short shots, as I said earlier, but it's given Joe Ward the opportunity to body lock him, and 9 times out of 10 he's managing to finish the takedown. So for me, it would come down to jitters, fakes, little level changes, and landing the straight shots, keep him at bay.
And here we go, the third and final round in this, our opening bout of the preliminary section of the card at Horizon Conquest 17. Coming to you live on Live MMA. Nice shot there from Hutchinson. Ward almost trying to rush that takedown there. Man just to close the distance, but doesn't get the takedown he was looking for. Swing and a miss there from the lab man.
Oh, big kick there from James Hutchinson. I think it hit him a little bit low. But that's what I'd be doing. Jake, as you said earlier, what would I do? Obviously, every time, if you watch James Hutchinson throw a couple of shots, you see the high guard come up of Joe Ward, right? So if I'm James Hutchinson, I'm feinting, say them hands come up, and I'm feinting a shot, and I'm going hard to the body.
Nice inside leg kick there from Ward, and just as you call for there, Cal, shot to the body, but a big
nice head kick there from Joe Ward.
Hutchinson seems to eat that though, he doesn't seem too hurt by that. Look for an arm drag. The unorthodox style of Ward here, trying to work out the puzzle, is James Hutchinson. Nice backhand
there.
Yeah, the guard of Ward is very high. Can Hutchinson look to get underneath it? The way Ward throws his strikes almost reminds us a bit Diaz type, where they've not got a lot of power, but there's just so many of them. It then means Hutchinson can't get his game away. Yeah,
and if you remember Joe Ward's last fight, he was doing that exact same, that kind of slap boxing kind of style, just peppering, pop, 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 and then he actually landed a heavy shot and actually put his man down, you know. So, as I say, I think he wears guys out. I think he's a grinder, and I think he's doing a great job tonight. And as I say, so far, we've got a minute left. Up to now, he's looking like he's probably going to get another win and probably go 4-1. Great performance so far.
It certainly is. 55 seconds for James Hutchinson to try and pull something out of the bag here.
You've got to see a sense of urgency from James Hutchinson here. Let's try and maybe see him use that knee shield, create some space, try and wall walk, maybe try and get back up that fence somehow, because he's getting stuck here, and he's especially reaching over the head there can get you extra trapped as well.
30 seconds to go here in this third and final round, and it has been dominance from the Raven. Now in full mount, can he get the finish?
Nice reversal again. This happened at the end of last round. We've got 15 seconds or so on the clock. Maybe we'll see something heavy come in here. This is a chance. This is a big chance.
Hutchinson needs to try and find something in quick.
I don't think you're going to get it with strikes now. Maybe soften him up and try and get a choke.
But Ward does well to get back in a dominant position. 10 seconds to go here in this one. And there we go. We will go once more to the judges' scorecards, but for my money, the Raven has done it once more. Just your thoughts there, Cal, on Ward's performance?
Yeah, lovely work rate. As I say, great constant pressure, lovely shots, great finishes on the takedown, nice control. As I say, and he had a really heavy shot at the start of the second round. It kept his composure, as I say. Very impressive work from both guys. As I say, James Hutchinson, clearly a talented guy. It was a great fight. He had his moments in it, but I'd say, for me, obviously, just the work and the positioning and the takedowns from Joe Ward and the grind, constant grind from him, I would have to say, from my perspective, I think Joe Ward's clearly winner.
As I say, we will go to the judges' scorecards once more. We'll now throw it to Nathan Reid for the official result.
All right, ladies and gents, please put your hands together for both of the warriors inside the cage. After 3 hard-fought 3-minute rounds, we got your judges' scorecards, and we have your winner by way of unanimous decision. And your winner, in the red corner, Joseph Ward. Also, let's hear for you, James Hutchinson.
And as we thought, the Raven, Joe Ward, gets it once more.